Hello, my name's Aaron and I'm going to be talking about what I did this week. And so, Monday we weren't here. We went to Harry Potter, which is near London, and so Monday I didn't do anything because, yeah, as I said, I was out. And so, Tuesday, what I did is I looked at, because I've got an interview booked for the Wednesday for the Martin Taylor guy, who's like a chairman of like something. And so Tuesday I was just looking into what sort of questions I should ask him. I looked at the questions I put for the last interview, which was just for the guy called Alex Aquerta. So I used the same questions I did there. And so I had a bit of an idea of what questions I needed. And I was looking to see if I needed any more, which I didn't really need in the end. And so I was also looking into mainly what music I was going to use, because I left it a bit too late for figuring out what sort of music I want. And so I found this song, sort of piece on YouTube, which sounds quite nice. It's a bit of a cinematic, melodic, that's not what you call it, but it's quite a nice sound, and I think it goes well with what I want to try and do. And so, also, what I was looking into was whether or not I should actually go on the roundabouts, because I was planning on, because I haven't done any of my filming yet, which is pretty rubbish for me. Yeah. So I've got like filming booked for the Thursday with Jason just because he's free then. And so Wednesday I'm interview, Thursday I'm filming, and then the other days will be about stuff. So it's really just filling out the interview and figuring out that then. And so I'm going to play you a bit of the music which I found and tell you why I chose it. I'm just logging into YouTube because I forgot. Did I change it? Yes, I did, didn't I? I changed the password, didn't I? Anyway, so Wednesday, I went into college like normal. And so I got the equipment out, which is just a tripod and a mic, a boom pole. So that is stuff I normally get. And then me and Fran went down to the top, down to the front of the Abbey. We met up with the guy. We then went down to the place where we were filming, which is the little garden place. And so we then went there and started doing the interview, really. It took around 5 minutes to set up. Fran was doing the camera and tripod as I was doing the I was doing the tripod, she was doing the boom pole. So we were looking through that and sorting that out. And the interview went really well, a lot better than I expected it to. I had time to set up what I wanted. And the person was really good. He gave quite an in-depth thing of what I wanted, which is good because the other guy didn't really give much, which was the guy I normally chose. And so back to Tuesday quickly, I added all the music to a playlist, which is on my YouTube, which you can see. This is the music I've got. I'm not sure if you can hear it. So it's got that nice sort of like, it's almost like a speed ramping. It goes like up, goes dee, dee, dee. Anyway, like that. So that's like a good like point to put my next clip in, which is why I chose it. And also because it's got like instruments in it, which is what I was looking to put in anyway. And it's got like a nice tune to it. I wanted to have a sort of cinematic music anyway, and that just like, well, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, yeah, this is the one, because I like really liked it. And so back to Thursday, because we did Wednesday. After the interview, we came back to the college and started looking at it. Anyway, so Thursday, I returned the equipment as 12 from Wednesday. Thursday, I booked some equipment out to go, because I was planning to go at the lunch break, because Jason had like signings to do. But we decided to go before then, because there's like we have a break before lunch. And so we're planning to go there normally, except when I got the equipment, which was the tripod and camera. I put 2 cameras out because I wanted to get a more of a range of different shots. One of them was a zoom lens and one of them was a focus one, so I could depth of field on it. And so we apparently needed to stay because she had like work to do. So I took Jason. We went to the first roundabout, which had Edmund, and we were planning, because I tried to get hold of the Berry and Bloom people, Melanie. I tried getting hold of her and the council, but I couldn't find anyone to talk to try and get permission to go on the roundabout. And so what I did was I asked Charlotte and Lindsay about what I should do. And so what we decided was to actually no, Charlotte and Lindsay didn't really do that much. I decided to do it in the end. So I went to the caretakers and borrowed one of their high-vis jackets, and I was just going to go on the A14 anyway. Not A14, sorry, roundabout. And if they ask, I'll just say I was going to get permission, so I thought I'd just go risk anyway. And so when me and Jason went up to the first roundabout, we went around the side where the hedge is. This is near Risby Gate, which is the stainless steel Edmund. We went to the side. I didn't really have the balls to go on the actual roundabout because for some reason the police were on patrol and I didn't really want to get in trouble. And when I started to put the camera on the tripod and went to level it up for the spirit level, it just wouldn't go. It was like stuck. The thing underneath the tripod would not move. And so my first clips were a bit wobbly and uneven because I didn't use the tripod because it just wouldn't move and I couldn't level it. And so we went until around just before lunch back to the college to try and get that tripod fixed, and also Jason needed to get some signatures done from his project. And so I returned it and got a different tripod. It took quite a lot of people to undo it, but it managed to work in the end. After we got the signature from Jason's people, we took the new tripod out and started doing filming again. I used Jason's really long zoom lens because it got a lot closer to Edmund than the college cameras could. and so then I could get away with not having to actually go on the roundabout. And so then me and Jason went into town and went to where that wolf and the crown of Edmund is, which is near the police station. So I definitely wasn't going to go on the A14 then. It took us a while to get there because it's quite a long walk, but when we got there, there was actually an information sign which I didn't realise was there, and so I took some shots of that. And the same with the wolf, getting quite a few range of different things, different shots. We then moved up to where the crown is by the hospital, but not actually that way. It goes like the road up to the hospital. Took a picture of the crown, filmed a few bits from there. And it was actually getting kind of late because we both had English, which is at 2:45, and it was around 1:30, and we were all the way by the crown, so we decided to leave. We got to around the road that leads up to Waitrose, and it was 2:10 really. So we didn't have long. We just made it to English just in time, like on the nail. But hey, we managed to do that. On Friday, I was looking a bit into Hoxney, because that's where one of the monuments is. I've hopefully already talked about that, but if I haven't, there's a memorial in Hoxney, which is the tree that Edmund was shot at, and the reason they know that that's a tree is because that's the tree that he was shot at, was because they found a bit of metal which believed to be part of an arrow that was shot in Edmund. So I was looking into that, which is some of the information I found from the signs which I saw. Anyway, I was also looking at the clips I got from Thursday, renaming them and doing a rough graph of what I had. No, that was Thursday. No, never mind, sorry, forget that. That was a different day. Sorry about the background. Anyway, so Saturday, I was like finishing off my calendar about what I needed to do for the rest of the week. And I was just really looking a bit into the music more, about why I liked it and stuff like that. Sunday evening, I went to Hoxney because I wanted to be in the evening, because then I get the sun at a different angle. And so when we got there, it took us a while to find the actual monument, but when we got there, I got quite a few good shots of the sunset, like going to the monument. It was actually quite cool. And then we went back to the Goldrook Bridge, which is where Edmund hid under. And when I got there, I actually went under the bridge where Edmund supposedly hid, and it was kind of creepy because the sun has already gone down a bit, so it's a bit dusk. And it was kind of creepy because I read about how he got there and got captured, and then I went to the same place, and it was, yeah, it spooked me a bit. Anyway, so that's what I did that week, and so, yeah.